G'day guys. Okay, so I've had some technical difficulties overnight. Therefore, I've lost a little piece, a big piece. Okay, so what I ended up doing was I've created some, using my Kmart metallic watercolors and the watercolor travel set just on plain white cardstock. I just played and painted and I got a bit of the metallic going in there, and then I used my stitched circle dies. I just bought them from Wish. Okay, they're just cheap ones. Didn't know how much I would use them. Turns out I love them. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm scrapbooking about my daughter when she lost her front teeth. So again, these pictures are from a while ago. So what I've done is, what I'm trying to do is create a bubble effect, if that makes sense. But what I wanted to do was highlight the paint. Like, what I wanted to show you is it doesn't matter if you don't have hundreds and hundreds of dollars to buy the latest release thing from whatever company, okay? You can go to Kmart here in Australia and you can spend a total of $7 to buy these 2 paint palettes, and this look is completely achievable. I didn't add gesso to the paper. I didn't do anything like that. I did use a texture, what do you call it? Embossing folder to create a little bit of texture. You can see it on some of the circles. I was just playing around with some embossing folders. They're new to me, but they're not new in general. This is a Tim Holtz. I didn't write it down. 1 second. It is a Tim Holtz embossing folder set, and it's called Texture Fades. Alterations Texture Fades. That's the one that I used, and I used the bubble one because I was going bubbles and I was just having a play. So what I decided to do, I just wanted lots and lots of color, but put on there in a meaningful way. So at this point, I'm just playing to see how many I want on there, how many I don't want on there. You saw very quickly there, I've put my title, and I've used Thickers, and I've used the Prismatic. They're called Prismatic. I love those thickers. They're just gorgeous. So this is me just having a bit of a play. I have backed my photos, even though it looks really dark and it looks like it's black. It's actually not. It's the Recollections multicolored pack that you can get. They're A4 size, and you can get them from Spotlight. That's where I get mine from. And it's actually like it doesn't come with a color, so I have to stab in the dark at a color. So it's like a brown charcoal. So it's sort of, if you put it near a brown, it looks more brown. If you put it near a black, it looks more charcoal. So I didn't want to just go black on there. I just figured that would be too harsh. I wanted, can you see the metallic? Okay, I really want you to realize these are literally, if you go and have a look at my product review that I just did on these the other day. Now these are like $3, and the most I paid was $4 for, let me see if I've got the price still written down in front of me. No, I don't. But $7 paint palette. The way I added them to the paper, I diluted the Harry out of it, because this travel paint set, it is really, really pigmented. You get major bang for buck with this paint palette. And the reason why I wanted to mix in the metallics with it is because I have recently invested in some Shimmers paints. Love them. I'll be honest with you, I absolutely love them. Do I think that everybody needs to buy them? Controversially, no, I don't. Some people and some of my subscribers simply don't have the money to, I mean, I don't have the money to just be blowing up on craft items that you're not going to use every other day. Like if you only dabble in mixed media every so often, or you see a page like this and go, you know what, I've got some circles, I could do that. You don't even need the circle dies. You could have like the Creative Memories circle cutting system. You could use that. You might have the Fiskars circle cutting system. You could grab some bottle tops and plates and bowls and trace around that and cut them out. You do not need. I don't want my page, my channel to become a you must have thing. I want to show you that there's ways that you can create these looks just as easily with next to no outlay. I will always be buying more stock, more things, more whatever. Will I buy more shimmers? Yes, because that's my choice. That's something I want to dabble in. The thing I actually want to get next, believe it or not, shock horror, I think I'm coming over to the dark side, Distress Oxides. I have the Distress Inks. I have all of those, which I've told you guys, and that was a large investment for me. I'm now thinking I want the oxides, just for that different look, that ability to layer up, you know, because it's a hybrid ink. That's why I want to go there. But today I just want to focus on this page. Took the longest part of this was the fact that I just got lost in playing with watercolor, honestly. And I really, really wish my camera didn't blink on me, because the amount that I will do, look, I promise you, I will do another one. I'll do a different shape. I'll do different colors, but I'll do another one just to show you guys how simply this came together. Honestly, it was so much fun, and there was no brain power. There was brain power involved. Not getting the orange near the green. That was, or the orange near the purple. That was the only bit of brain power required. I absolutely loved how it came out. It's so simple. You could use this for tooth fairies. You could do this for blowing bubbles for your dog. You could use this page to for a birthday party. You could instead of doing circles, you could do diamonds. You could do a different texture. You could use darker colors. So, your claret red with your dark emerald green and your navy blue. And you could do that with a contrasting white. You could do all of that with watercolor, and it would look just as effective. Now, this is something that I always do. Whenever I go around the edge and I cut off my little pieces, I then go around just to make it look like they're meant to be running off the page. Then what I do is, you'll see me here. So I go back, and these bits that I've cut off, I will add around the edges. And it does something. It just makes it pop a little bit more. So what else can I tell you? I'm backing this onto 12 by 12 American Crafts textured cardstock. That's just my favourite for doing, you know, for a background, for an anchor page. What else did I use on this page? That's it. That's all I used. So this really, I did use a black Posca pen, my 0.7mm, because I needed a border. Now, I've still got a heap of these circles left over, okay? So this is me just attaching where I thought it needed a little bit more. But see, there's that piece on it that I just don't like. See how the green ran into the orange there? I really wasn't a fan of that. So now I've done pages like this before, but I absolutely love how this turned out. And the fact that it is Kmart, just Anko brand Kmart products that I've used makes me even happier. So if you have come to my channel and you look at some of the things that I use and you go, oh my God, like I said, you don't need to have the biggest and the best of everything. That was me just checking whether I wanted to use a gold Posca pen or if I wanted a darker edge. But I think because I did the darker edge around the photos, I needed to add a little bit of darkness instead of more gold. The shimmer payoff with this metallic paint set is unbelievable. It is so good, really. If you're an Aussie, you'd be crazy not to give this a try, honestly. It is so good. The payoff's amazing. Now, I do have another video that I will be voiceovering and adding up today. And I've got I sound really all over the place. It's because I've already got my next idea in my head and I don't want to be doing a voiceover. I want to be doing that page. Oh, geez. I tell you, I have a problem. I need to go to Scrapbookers Anonymous. So I do my journaling afterwards. And this is me just procrastinating. Do I want to go around all the circles? Do I want to go dots around them to help them pop a little bit more? And then you know what? I stop. Because sometimes that's where you go too far. Then I considered, I'll even show you, I'll leave it on here. I grabbed one of the thickers and I thought maybe it'll make it pop more if I put the black over the top of it. But you know what? No. I was stopping. I was done. I'm stopping. And now I'll give you the close-up. So if you're new to my... Look at that texture and shine. Seriously. Amazing. Okay, so if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you have anybody that you know that would benefit from my page, my channel, please have a look. Gee whiz. Okay, we are really windy here today. Have a look on Facebook. Click the links below, Facebook, Instagram, subscribe, and thank you so much for sticking around, and I'll chat to you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.